right. What is going on, guys? Um, Crypto and stocks are basically gambling. Now, I noticed my past few videos, I've been looking at myself. I've been looking at myself. I really should be looking at the camera. So, I'm gonna start doing that nowadays. Just focusing on myself. Or, no, the camera. Okay, let's get this out the way. Cool. All right, so what I mean is, by the title, is when you look into how stocks go up, same with crypto, there's no guaranteed prediction on what trend is gonna happen, you know? So if it shoots up, more people are buying, obviously, and if it shoots down, more people are selling. But the thing is, for a stock to grow, you're gonna need consistency with people. That means everyone has to be like-minded, everyone has to think and make this conscious choice to hold on to what they have while new people buy in. And let's be real here. Everyone is their own individual person. So people are gonna sell, people are gonna buy based on the trend. You know, they're gonna see what's going on, they're gonna see if it's worth a shot. And, you know, on top of that, the saying, you gotta have money to make money, that is so real when it comes to this, because you can't put in $2 and expect to gain the same amount of money that the person that put in 2,000. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you just wait until I had a friend tell me this. You wait until the bull pulls out. I forgot what he said, but it's not helping my case at all. But you know, I've dabbled in the stocks and crypto for a bit. And I pulled out some gains, and I still lost some profits, you know. But ultimately, I'm just like, you know, the amount of time people invest into stocks and crypto and even trading. You know, I'm not going to dive into trading. That's a different whole area. But it's almost the same concept. That's going to take some investment, some time, and money. And you know what else takes investment, time, and money? Gambling. Yes, going to the casino. That's part of your day. You know, you don't know whether you're going to win some or lose some, you know. And honestly, it's not, you know, I'm going to quote it in the comments, but it's a verse in the Bible that says how gambling is not respectable. Pretty much. Don't take my words verbatim. I'm gonna put the actual verse in the comments, and it makes sense because it's like, I saw this video where it's like, you know, God isn't impressed that you're taking your money, your hard-earned money, and you're trying to make more money just by luck. You know, I'd rather earn my money the hard way, you know, which is what I'm doing now, and I know that it will pay off, because I'll learn lessons. I'll learn what works, what doesn't work. And, you know, I mean, it's kind of the same with gambling. You figure out what works, what doesn't work, but there's still that inconsistency, you know, with doing content creating, there's that consistency. So you can figure out, you know, what your audience enjoys and what they don't like. You know, it's not like your audience is gonna flip the switch one day and then be like, oh, we hate your content. Like, it doesn't work like that. But that's my take on crypto and stocks. Same with NFTs. You know, I know that's not really a thing anymore, but yeah. Can I say that I won't be putting money into stocks and crypto? That's a hard one, because there's always someone that's convincing me, trying to convince me, like, oh, you're messing up, you're making a grave mistake by not investing. And I'm like, am I? You know? Like, and then, I don't know. I mean, if I do come back into to that game, I'd probably do the S&P 500 because at least that's like one of the most consistent stocks. You know what I mean? But honestly, that's and I hate to sound like your typical black guy. It's kind of like slow money. You know what I mean? And I want that fast cash, but I mean, what I'm doing right now, it's not fast either, but this is something I enjoy doing. This is a hobby, this is a passion of mine. I just started the Sterlospeaks page, this month. So I'm enjoying it, you know what I mean? So maybe someday if I find enjoyment and, just throwing money that I don't need, and I think that's the key right there. The key is just having money you don't need and just throwing it into wherever. That's basically gambling. I mean, some people do use money they do need to gamble, and I don't. That's none of my business right there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on crypto and stocks. Make sure you share if you got anything to share. And yeah, peace.